Oh, snap. We got a 3-man booth in the building. You are listening to All Burgundy and Go Everything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. Host are myself, Wole, Mo, Glen. What's good, fellas? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you, man. Hope y'all guys enjoyed another day, brother. Man. Happy holidays to you, man. Another day and more drama within the Commanders.
I know you guys.
What's up, Mo? Go ahead, Mo.
I was just about to say you guys are definitely about to get a late Christmas gift in about 2 weeks on Black Monday. So happy holidays to
you. You ain't lying about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, we knew that gift was coming. Some folks thought it was coming on Monday. Some folks thought it was coming Christmas Day, but Jacoby saved that.
So, oh yeah, that could have happened too. I was hoping that would happen. I was hoping it happened in the Bears game, but after the Bears game, but that never happened either. Yeah. Hey, anyway, before we get into all of that, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Just Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and Go Everything. Also, tweet us at ABG_Errrything. Hit us up on IG at ABG_Errrything. And like our All Burgundy and Go Everything Facebook page. Hey, make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Everything YouTube channel as well. Hit that red subscribe button, like this video. Anyway, it is time for the pregame. Here's what we have on tap. We'll talk about Jacoby Brissett being named the starting quarterback for your Washington Commanders. All right, today, Coach Rivera announced that Jacoby Brissett will be the starting QB. Glenn, can you play that clip for me real quick?
This is about, Sam's continued development. And, things hadn't gone as well as we'd like for them the last few weeks. So, we just think this is a good opportunity for him to watch. And, I think Jacoby, being the professional that he is and really playing the way he has really going to give, I think, Sam an opportunity to see some things and see how the offense goes. And I think it'll help him.
Is this for both the last 2 games or just Sunday?
We'll see how everything goes. But I think Jacoby's proven, that he is a very, very viable player in this league. And having him around has been, I think, excellent for Sam. He's really stood by Sam and helped Sam out a lot. And I think this is another way for him to help Sam continue his growth.
Hey, Mo, man, thoughts on Ron going with the move with Jacoby?
I mean, at this point, what is Ron trying to salvage?
That's what I'm saying.
I joke and kid all week that I since the announcement, I joked that I think Ron is more so concerned with protecting that sack record rather than making a change at quarterback.
That's not a bad thought.
I mean, it's a joke, but what is he really trying to salvage, man? What is he really trying to salvage at this point? We know what Jacoby Brissett is. You're not telling me that Jacoby Brissett is going to come in and be the starter next year, because you're not going to be here next year. So let the kid play. You know what I mean? Like we talked about it in the preseason. Remember I said, but I'm interested, right? Yeah. And I think we've seen the ups and downs of Sam, but until that offensive line is fixed, it's a lot left out there to be desired. I don't see why now. If you're going to make this move, should have made this move a long time ago. The only thing Jacoby Brissett can do is play well and mess up the draft pick. Leave Sam in there. Let Sam take his lumps because he didn't get a rookie year the best way he should have. You know what I mean? He's in a new system. If EB is going to come back, if EB is going to come back, he's in a new system this year, and he's practically a rookie. He played 1 game last year, right?
He is a rookie. He
didn't dress for many games. So let the kid finish his season, man, and let him learn. He's taking his lumps. Maybe that helps him propel next year, whether he's the backup or whatever the case may be, based off whatever the regime wants to do. We know out of the 3 of them, Sam is going to be on the roster because he has a contract.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Sam is going to be on the roster. The head coach may not be here, and EB may not be here.
Yep.
So let Sam play.
I agree. Glenn, your thoughts on Rivera's comments?
Too little, too late. Johnny come lately. I mean, he makes himself look like a fool as a head coach. With every move he makes, because he makes it too late, right?
Mhm.
I always think about the moves that he's made. This is always goes back to me. I have to think about last year, not knowing that he had to beat the Cleveland Browns in order to be in the to be in the playoffs, right? That this was a big playoff game. If Jacoby Brissett, the way he talks about Jacoby Brissett in this interview or this clip, made it seem like Jacoby Brissett should have been the starter of this football team.
There you go.
Right. The way he put it and presented, he made it like Jacoby. Then that insults his own intelligence. Like, okay, if that's the case, why didn't you do this after the Bears game, or why didn't you do this after the Bills game when Sam threw four interceptions that game?
Yeah,
So if you knew this, right? If you knew this wasn't the move that was needed to be made, you could have did this earlier. Now, if Jacoby goes out there and lights the word up and they beat a good San Francisco team, they go beat the Cowboys week 18 when the Cowboys are playing for something, right? How bad does this go against Ron Rivera's legacy and make Ron Rivera look like he's a bumbling idiot because you should have put Jacoby Brissett out there weeks ago when Sam Howell was struggling, right? It makes there's a no-win. This is a no-win situation for Ron Rivera as he's on his way out the door, right? It is all you're doing is giving audition for Jacoby Brissett to go find another team after this year.
True.
This is an audition for Jacoby Brissett. It has not. It has a little bit to do with Sam Howell, but this is an audition for Jacoby Brissett. Because, like Mo said, to Mo's point, Ron Rivera is not going to be around here to pick a draft pick, so they're not playing for a draft pick. They do want to win football games. I think somebody said it in the chat on Sunday. I think it might have been George. Ron Rivera does not want to leave Washington on a losing streak, right? So he wants to. He try to put the best people out there to win a football game, and the way that Jacoby Brissett has been moving the ball, people think it's Jacoby Brissett. He gets the ball out a little bit quicker. He's bigger than Sam Howell. We'll see. The question is, and Jacoby's safe, so he's not going to throw the interceptions that Sam did. The question that somebody should have asked, and the reporter should have asked was, had you looked at Jacoby Brissett all season long, or did you just start looking at him when Sam Howell started messing up? And I'm waiting for EB's presser later on in the week because I'm interested to see what he says.
That's tomorrow
about Jacoby Brissett and being a starter and not Sam Howell.
So for me, I'm like, I agree. To me, it doesn't matter now. With this, it's 2 games left in the season, and to make this move doesn't really do anything. To me as a it doesn't anything for the team in the long run. It doesn't. It does nothing. And even so, if the argument is, and in which I can see the argument. The argument is, you're going to see a nasty San Francisco. You're going to see a nasty Niners team, right? You're going to see a nasty, vindictive Niners team after what happened against the Baltimore Ravens, and then you're going to have and to add in to that, the motivation is of the former players and coaches that you do have on that roster. You're going to have a lot of people on get back. You're going to have the defense and Chase Young on get back. You're going to have Trent Williams on get back. You're going to have Kyle Shanahan on get back. These are folks that really have negative thoughts on the organization, right? So they're going to be on get back mode and trying to put their best efforts. You add in the embarrassing loss to Baltimore and the motivation, the additive motivational factor of playing against the Commanders. Maybe you don't want to put Sam Howell through that. So that may be an argument. But then my rebuttal to that is, though, if that's the case, then you're not the guy anyway then. Because if you're the guy, you take on the challenge. You want that. You want the smoke. Like, lack of a better term, you want the smoke. So, and I don't think Sam Howell is the kind of guy who's scared at the moment. And I know Ron will say, well, we're trying to protect. I think his argument, we're trying to protect Sam from whatever. And I'm like, well, then you don't have your guy, right? You got to protect somebody. So, but I don't really, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter because you got 2 games less in the season as the playoffs. And I mean, there's no playoffs. You're not playing for anything. Your thing is draft positioning, right? And even in the end of the day, those 2 games, Cowboys and the Niners, are still educational games for a young quarterback. And this is what I will say to like a fan base who's like so anti Sam Howell. And I get it. Like, I felt like he's played bad over the stretch of games, but you're asking, and I'm gonna say this for and even if they get a good draft pick, like I love Caleb Williams, but I don't want him coming here. I don't trust this fan base. But even if, because they'll turn on Caleb. Because even you're asking for a rookie quarterback, and he is a rookie because one game at the end of the season doesn't mean nothing to me. You are a rookie. You're asking for a rookie to mask everything on your team. No rookie quarterback does that. We like CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's a great quarterback. He a dude. I'm not comparing the two like that. I'm not. What I'm saying is that CJ Stroud isn't asked to be in a shootout 24/7.
No.
The Texas defense is ranked 15, 16 in the NFL. Washington's defense is ranked 32 in the NFL. You're asking a rookie quarterback to mask that. You're asking a rookie quarterback to mask one of the worst offensive lines in football. You're asking a rookie quarterback to mask that. No rookie quarterback. I don't care who you are. And there's like limited rookie quarterbacks who put up stellar numbers off the rip. RG3 was here. He did that, and they made a system for him. Andrew Luck did it. You know what I'm saying? CJ Stroud's
doing it. No. Andrew Luck he had the perfect storm.
Yeah, but he's a beast. I love Andrew. I love Andrew Luck. Yeah, he's a beast.
But they were an 11-5 playoff team. That was prior. An 11-5 playoff
not prior.
team.
Not prior.
No. Listen, guys.
Oh, go
11-5 playoff team that lost in the AFC Championship. Peyton just got hurt. When Peyton got hurt, the next season was a wash. But they had Pro Bowlers all over the place.
Yeah. I said they need a quarterback. I agree. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying
he walked into a ready-made team.
Yeah. But I'm saying like guys who taking their team, even as a rookie, taking their teams further out. Like winning off the rip. That's winning off the rip. That doesn't really happen for rookies anyway. Regardless of typically doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, Joe Burrow, he didn't have Jamar Chase, but he had Boyd and Higgins. He had good receivers, but he didn't. It's not like he's going to win them. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to win off the rip. Had a good year, but ain't going to win off the rip. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, Washington acts like this dude.
Year, right?
Yeah, he got hurt his rookie year. That's what I'm saying. And he was playing well. Like, I'm not even knocking. He was playing well. I'm just saying that Washington's acting as if they're asking for a rookie quarterback to mask everything. Like, what is
everything?
Everything, not even half, everything. Like, think about this, bro. The NFL game is winning the trenches. Your offensive line sucks. All right, let me ride on my defense. That sucks. You're asking a rookie quarterback to do what? Caleb Williams could come in the same similar situation, get you, and because rookie quarterbacks all hold the football. That is a thing. They do hold the football. That's what rookie quarterbacks do.
Fact.
That is a fact. They all hold the football. Caleb Williams could come into this situation, and because Caleb is like, what I like about Caleb is that he obviously is elusive. He is very elusive, but at the end of the day, Caleb Williams. If you ask Caleb Williams to lead if you said this, and this is why I tell folks, this is why I use it's definitely a first round, whatever. It's a first round compared to wherever you draft somebody situation when it comes to people's mindsets when it comes to Sam Howell. If you told me that Caleb Williams, forget the interceptions, whatever. If you told me Caleb Williams was top 10 in passing yards, had like over close to 19, like about 19 touchdowns, I'd be happy. If that's my first rounder going within this situation, I would be happy. I, as a fan, would be happy. And why? Because that's what a rookie is supposed to do. That is a rookie. I am not acting as if Caleb Williams is a veteran quarterback.
No.
If Caleb Williams is, and if that is a Tua right now, where Tua is at in his progression now, if that is a Tua year, I am upset. If that is a Kirk Cousins year, I'm upset. But for a rookie, because that's your first year as a starting quarterback, I am not upset. Because again, you're a rookie. If that's a Daniel Jones rookie season, I am not upset. Because that is a rookie
24
quarterback.
touchdowns.
Huh? We say Mo?
Hit 24 touchdowns.
Very true.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not upset. True. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not upset. Go ahead, Mo.
That's the pace that Sam was on. That's definitely the pace that Sam was on. Sam was on a pace to go about mid-20 touchdowns. And, he's going to have a couple of interceptions, probably like,
maybe 20.
And not even a lot. Like, but what's a lot?
Would you take some of those? You got to take some of those interceptions away. A lot of those were tipped balls too, though. It's not like some of those were tipped.
Does he have 20 interceptions in the season?
He's got 19. We got 17.
Like
17.
It'll end with 17 because then he won't
I'm
play
taking 17, 18 interceptions.
I'm saying for a rookie, as I'm
25.
saying, like for a rookie, I'm cool with that. That's what I'm saying. Like
Big man threw 27.
Yeah, I'm saying. So this is my thought process. This is what I'm telling folks, like people who listen to this podcast. But anyway, like to the point of it, like going back to the topic, Ron benching him to me makes no sense because for a rookie, you need this experience. You know, everybody, like again, Pat Mahomes is put in a situation where you're dealing with a Super Bowl, a awesome coach, like Andy Reid's an awesome coach. Like again, not asked for Pat Mahomes didn't even tell you they made it easy for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they set up everything for him to be effective, and so he could learn how to read stuff. They did a lot of wide receiver screens. They did a lot of stuff to make things like easy for Pat Mahomes. So even coaching in the grand scheme of things was better and easier for him off the rip. I'm gonna say, bro, you asking for forget the round. I don't care about the round. You asking for one dude, a rookie quarterback, to do everything. That is dog. You asking basically to be Tom Brady, and then you get mad. No, real talk, and you get mad that he's struggling.
You're asking him to be a polished Tom Brady at that, not even
facts.
A rookie Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying.
Be a polished Tom
That's
Brady.
why, and that's why I don't get like. So when I say this, I'm talking about fans. Period. Like fans and some of the like pundits. I'm like local pundits. I'm like y'all asking for way too much for a rookie quarterback. Because I'm telling you, like Jared Goff, Josh Allen.
You're asking him,
dude. If he was, I don't know. Like if he was here, y'all would try to run them dudes out of here. And look at their careers now. Be easy how you act. Like I'm telling fans, be easy how you treat people. But back to it. To in a nutshell, I ain't a fan of what Ron did. To be honest with you, I think Ron, like the way both of y'all saying, it's 2 games left of the season, man. Let the dude play. Who cares?
Yeah, Ron using everybody to scapegoat.
And if it's getting sad, if it gets shaky. Put Brissett in. Once it gets shaky in a game, put Brissett in.
You know what the crazy part is though about it all, Wole?
What?
The crazy part about it is Jacoby Brissett can't beat these guys regardless. He can't beat the 49ers.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the 49ers, not after Monday night.
Bro, you put him against the Niners, though. Like, for real.
The Niners is who you want to bring Jacoby Brissett in again. What is he going to do?
And they don't get back mode? And they don't get back?
But hold up. His thing is he wants Jacoby to try to keep it close because he looked at Sam Howell's performance.
Glen.
But hold up. You gotta look at Sam Howell's performance, and you can't go against. At this point, Ron is listening to the fan base, right? The fan base has been talking about, "Hey, we want Jacoby, Jacoby, we want Jacoby." So what Sam is gonna do is, not Sam. What Ron is doing, he's not going against the fan base at this point, and he said, "You know what? Y'all want Jacoby? I'm gonna give you Jacoby."
Glen.
Because let's be honest, when we go back to the preseason. A lot of guys was asking for Jacoby to start the season and not Sam.
Wole, ain't I the one on the show that said that if it was close that Jacoby Brissett should start from training camp?
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't close.
So
that's the thing.
Once you got past that point,
but it wasn't even close. But it wasn't even the thing about it. It wasn't even close though. Once the preseason games, because Jacoby had a bad
So
preseason game.
once you got past that, Ron been knowing he was going to get fired since at least Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew since the Bears game.
Right?
Yeah, the Bears game.
Right?
Yeah,
I know it's been since the Bears game.
Yeah.
I know it's been since the Bears game, but the nation is known has been at least since Thanksgiving.
Yeah. For them, yeah. That after that Cowboys beatdown. Yeah, that's true.
Glen says he's trying to acquiesce the fan base. Glen, let me tell you something. I got a 3.5-year-old daughter, right? Earlier today, she came in the house. First thing, I want Paw Patrol. You know what I had to tell her, Glen? No, you can't have Paw Patrol. What the hell is Ron Rivera going to do with Jacoby Brissett against the 49ers? It's nothing. It's nothing going to change because that offensive line is going to remain the same. Wide receivers not getting open is going to remain the same. When they talk about Sam Howell holding on to the football, there's a reason you hold on to the football. When you're going down your progression, that person ain't open in your line, is not blocking for you.
It's a little bit of both.
That's
like,
not going to change on Sunday because Jacoby Brissett is back there.
I understand that, but the fan base has seen Jacoby Brissett for the last 2 games score touchdowns with this offense, and they didn't see that. And they didn't see that with Sam Howell. So with the fan, right, and so what the fan base is looking at is that this guy scores touchdowns, and why is he not playing? Because he outperformed. Let's be honest, he outperformed the other quarterback for the last 2 weeks. Even whether it's garbage time with the Rams, because the Rams changed their defense. All right.
Last week.
And last week, the Jets didn't change their defense. Right? The Jets were trying to win a football game. Right? And so Jacoby Brissett came in, had a little bit of help. I'm not saying some penalties helped them, right? But the team played better. They moved more aggressively. They moved more focusedly with Jacoby Brissett as the quarterback. As the coach, he has to go with the hot hand. And even though I know what it is, I know what it is, but he's going to go with the hot hand because of the fan base, the organization. We don't even know. He might be even getting some pressure from Josh Harris. Like, hey, go with this guy here. See what you got.
Go ahead. What you say?
God bless the fan base. Then, God bless the fan base. You want a quarterback change in the midst of a 4-11.
4-11.
Yeah.
4-11 season. 4-11 season.
I don't know, man. It's wild.
The 2 games that Jacoby Brissett's going to play is against the.
I will say this though.
Is against 2 of the top 3 teams in the NFC.
Okay. Yeah.
He's playing against 2 of the top 3 teams in the NFC.
It's the top. Let me quit. It's the top team in the NFC. It's just not the top team in the NFL. It may not be the top team in the NFL, but the top team in the NFC.
but let's say
I said NFC.
Yeah, they are the top team in the NFC. They are the top team in the NFC. Let me correct it. They are the top team in the NFC.
So say Jacoby goes out there and play well, but the Washington Commanders don't win the football game.
That don't mean nothing to me.
The Cowboys
it don't mean anything to me.
But I'm gonna tell you, so Glenn, I'm gonna be real with you. So the fan base is split. I'm gonna tell you why it's split. So I'm gonna be real, it's split on X. Let me use X. I'm using that as my barometer. It's split because you got some people who are like some people think Jacoby could be better. That's true. That's factual. But some people don't even but they prefer to have Sam. They want Sam to still be out there because if he is worse than Jacoby, then let's not hinder the draft status. That's what they care about. But I will say this though, to Glenn's point. I don't think it's a fan base thing. I just think that it goes to players, because if you are a player, regardless of as a competitor, you want to win. And if the players feel that Jacoby helps them win games, I think that is the reason why Ron makes the move. I don't think Ron made the move because of the fans. I think Ron, if he made the move, it's because players have been probably chirping and saying like, hey, we're doing better with this guy. And if I mean players, and I say that, I mean offensive players. I think the defensive players, players like Jonathan Allen, they fool with Sam Howell. That's a fact. But I do think that they're offensive players who are like, okay, I'm getting the ball now. I'm moving. I'm doing this, and somebody got to get 1,000 yards too at the same time.
We know a little bit of incentives in there.
Somebody got to get 1,000 yards, and he needs his touches. So, and Jacoby has been giving him the ball. So some people just need. So I think it's more of a players movement rather than a fans movement. Because you know what I'm saying, Mo? Like, because you know it.
That's
you on the field.
That's fair.
You're like, hey, dude.
Damn, next year.
Yeah, damn. I want my numbers, bro. Like, he messing up my numbers.
I'm playing for money right now. I'm playing for extra money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at, let's keep it all. Let's keep it all. Let's keep it all 100, man. Let's keep it all 100. Terry had his most yards game in that Rams game. He barely never hit I think it was career high, like hitting 150, or he had 160 in receiving yards. Mm-hmm. And and then the game after with Sam, he barely had any touches. You know what I'm saying? And then when Jacoby comes in the game, I think he may have finished the game with. I think he finished the game with close to 80 yards, about 80 yards. I don't think 100, but maybe 50 or 80 yards, something like that. So I'm just saying,
it goes back to what we know is true about backups, right?
Yeah.
Backups come in the game and backups throw to the best players.
That's true.
Backups ain't trying to run an offense.
They're not.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's different. Like I hate to bring up Daniel Jones, but just ride with me for a second. Like this is the same thing. It's the same thing in New York with Tyrod Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, Tyrod, he does this, that, and the third. But like when Tyrod comes in the game, they condense the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
True, yeah.
When Daniel Jones is in there, they're trying to run the offense that they built for Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Like EB is over here trying to educate Sam Howell and trying to groom him to be a quarterback because he chose him for the season, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a different playbook when it's a different play calling style when Sam Howell has the ball in his hand versus when Brissett has the ball in his hand. And that's a fact that a lot of people seem to forget, and they undermine that a little bit. It's a different play calling. It's different play calling when there's a different guy to him. So we'll see. And but Jacoby Ford, I keep saying Jacoby Ford. To Jacoby Brissett's credit, he knows who to get the ball to.
That's what I'm saying.
The best player on the offense is 17 needs to touch the ball.
Yeah, he gets it. He's comfortable getting the football. I'm getting the football. Hey, let's listen to what Jacoby had to say after round about him being a starter.
Still processing it right now, obviously. But you know what I mean? That's how this league works, man. You got to go out there and just got to get ready to prepare to win the game now.
What do you think that you were able to do so well the last couple of weeks, or that you were able to show them that they could make this move?
Just go out there and be myself, go try and play good football, play clean. And, obviously the coaches make the decision as far as who plays and who doesn't play. But, I was just going out there just being myself and trying to give our team a chance.
As John said, you've obviously been through all of this before in various ways. When you came here, I know we asked you this months ago, but looking back, when you came here, did you expect that your first time to be able to really get in there would not be until so deep into the season?
Hell no. I mean, that would not be a part of I would say my plan. It was for it to be at this point of the season. But hey, that's the cards you dealt, and you just got to go out there and play cards with them.
And to that end, you obviously can play quarterback in this league and would be a viable starter for a lot of teams. Did you think when you decided to come here that, look, we don't know what Sam is, I'll roll the dice and see, or was there something about coming here that you thought just made sense for you where you were in your career?
Yeah, I came here with the mindset that I was going out there to compete to start, and was going to get a chance to go out there and compete to become a starter, and obviously things happen, and this is how it has come to be, I guess. But just excited to go make the most of this opportunity and go out there and get a chance to play football.
So Glenn, this is the question I have for you, man. What will Brissett bring to an Airbnb offense?
He bring that veteran
as a starter, not as a guy as a reliever.
Yeah, he bring that veteran leadership. I think he will. I think this team will probably start a little bit quicker than they have in the past. We saw Sunday when Brissett was in. You saw more things under center than you did prior to that. Sam Howell being there, when Sam Howell was in more of your shotgun set. So you'll see the different formations now that teams may have to prepare for Jacoby Brissett. And so with this announcement coming today on Wednesday, now the 49ers have to go back to the drawing board because now you had to prepare for Jacoby Brissett and not Sam Howell. And so therefore it's going to be a different type of offense you make. There's some things going to be different as you see. And so you'll see Jacoby have some success early on until the defensive coordinators catch up with what Eric Bieniemy is doing early in this contest. Here, I want to say this to Ron Rivera and him and Jacoby Brissett. For the start this guy this late, the Washington Commanders have done him a disservice because Jacoby Brissett has incentives built into his contract. That if he had took 60% of the snaps this year, he earned an extra $500,000. If he had taken 80% of the snaps this year, he would have earned an extra $2 million plus a $7,500 plus extra $750,000 from the original $125 million. He signed an $8 million contract for 1 year. For him to start him this late, as Jacoby said in his interview, he was hoping to fight for a starting job. And you took money out of this man's mouth if you waited this late to put him in. You could have put him in earlier in the season, let him take that 60% or 80% of the snaps if you put him in the Bears game.
That's true. You could have did that, but I don't think Sam was that bad throughout the beginning of the season. So it's hard to put him in for that. I think Sam just had that bad
Glen.
stretchy game. Grandma.
Glenn,
Yeah.
shotgun under center. The 49ers have Nicholas John Bosa and Federico Anthony Warner. It don't matter. It don't matter. They could have changed it tomorrow. It don't matter.
You're talking about the secondary,
They
and you're
got
talking about him
embarrassed
getting
on national.
and he getting the ball out quicker. I'm sorry, the San Francisco
Man.
49ers secondary is not that. It's
What
not,
is the week?
But Ward is good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Ward is good. Like Ward is
What
good.
is the
Ward
weak-
is good. Huh?
What is the weak link in this? What is the weak link on this offense?
Oh, your offensive line.
offensive line. But again, you have a
What
different
is
quarterback,
the
a veteran
strongest-
quarterback
What is the
who's going to get the ball out
strongest?
quicker.
Up the middle.
What is the strongest unit for the San Francisco 49ers?
Oh, the defensive line. Even linebackers too.
And
the linebacker.
Chase is coming back home.
And then linebacker. That linebacker strong.
And
linebackers can
Chase
cover,
have to
too.
come back here. The linebackers are strong.
They can cover. They can cover,
John,
too.
Nick Bosa.
All right, this is
you
what I'll
know,
say. So yeah,
Charles
I
Leno.
agree with all that. I agree with all that. I agree with all that. I actually agree with both points. I just think one, you'll be able to. It's wild because I don't think that like sorry, for instance, one, this is what I will say. Being the starter is totally different from being a reliever. I think everybody knows that. We can all say that. So it's hard to say like, okay, this person in relief is going to put up the same production he did as the starter. Because now, like Glenn said, you're right. They're going to have to change up for the game planning, but all they're going to do is this is what they're going to do because everybody's had a book on Jacoby Brissett in this aspect. They're going to go back to Cleveland. They're going to go back to his time in New England, and they're going to get a refresher on what Jacoby likes to do and what he's comfortable of doing, right? And then they're going to try to take away because now with Jacoby, because Jacoby used to be deemed a safe dude. The last year and this year now he's been taking some more risks, but they're going to go back and look at the games against the Rams. They're going to look at the games against the the Jets. They're now going to look at film, and you know what I mean. And they're going to look at what he's done now how he's done out there because, like to Glenn's point, initially that wasn't the case. They're like the Jets were studying Sam Howell. They weren't studying Jacoby Brissett. The Rams wasn't studying Jacoby Brissett. They were studying Sam Howell. Now, Jacoby Brissett is the subject of matter. Like he is the subject matter. Excuse me. He's the subject matter. He is who they're studying. So I'm interested to see how Jacoby he does perform under that type of pressure and performing at Eric Bieniemy offense. I will say this though, if he does, because I believe in Eric Bieniemy as a play caller, and I do think that again, you got a rookie trying to learn a lot of things. There is an opportunity for at least Brissett to prove a point for Eric Bieniemy. Proving a point, and it may not even be this game. To be honest with you, it could be the Cowboys game because I'm like you. I have so much respect for this Niners defense, so it's hard for me to kind of like say to anybody because Ward is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. The cornerback they have in every level, they have like a Pro Bowler on every level. So they are like what the Ravens did to him. I mean, if Purdy doesn't turn the ball over four times, like their defense doesn't play that way. You know what I'm saying? So their defense is an elite defense in today's football. They're an elite defense. So for me to say, like, I don't think Jacoby is going to have an easy time with this Niners defense. Obviously Sam would have a hard time with this Niners defense. It is like this Niners defense is a different breed. Like this is what it is. They're a different breed. So, but I am interested to see because you could try to get the ball. Like they know that Jacoby's going to try to get the ball out quick. They know this. Like everything we all say, they know this. They're going to play game plan for it. They may play closer. They may play more tighter coverage. The windows may be a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? So to me, everything we say, get the ball out quick. The Niners defense knows that. You know what I'm saying? It's like so. I am interested to see what EB does with a Brissett because that's now that's now the narrative, right? To see what he can do with a veteran quarterback. So I mean, but in terms of, I think the game plan is to get the ball out quicker. Run the football. You said run the football. They will. Rodriguez is injured. Rodriguez is injured, and Brian Robinson's injured, and then now they got Gibson. They just signed Patterson to the practice squad, so he's back. You know what I'm saying? But so like to Mo's point, I don't really have any in terms of seeing what Brissett can do in EB's offense. My bar is low. So I won't lie, it's low. It's not a knock on Brissett. It's the opponent. I think that's what Mo's saying. Like, it's the opponent. You're going against like their defensive line is going against this offensive line. And to be real with you, it's not even their best version of their offensive line. Larson is out. I think Larson's out. You're gonna go with Sadiq Charles out there. I think Leno is still Lucas is better than Leno. So you still have like it's not even your strongest offensive. I'm sorry, the guy from Nick Gates. Nick Gates is playing. Good God, save me. So like you got Nick Gates.
Oh yeah,
playing.
save you and not Brissett.
Yeah, save Brissett. So and this is the thing. Like you still got studs in the interior in San Fran. So to Mo's point, what I do agree is that, and when he was talking about the strength of it is the defensive line, but most importantly, you got two studs on the inside that can get pressure up the middle. So now Jacoby's gonna have pressure coming towards him in front, and as a guy who is not as mobile as he used to be, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's definitely a tough one for Brissett. Like, but this is my next question. I'm gonna start with you, Glenn. Could
Chase Young is going to the Pro Bowl off of this game?
He should, but you know what?
Oh, heck
I'll
no.
say this though.
Heck
Look,
no.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Chase, come on, can we stop that?
No, he's right. He's gonna have like 4 sacks though, bro.
But can we stop that? Chase Young stats in San Francisco.
Chase Young's about to go crazy.
Exactly what he did in San Francisco.
He's got less sacks. Well, this is the truth. I'm saying I'm done
exactly what he
non-biased. I'm being non-biased.
He's done exactly what he did in Washington.
That's actually done. Now you're being actually false on that one.
Based off numbers.
No. Based off numbers. I'm gonna be real. Because I'm gonna tell you why you're false. Based off numbers, he's better in Washington than he is in San Francisco. Based off numbers, that is a factual statement. Like, I'm be real. That's why I'm being factually correct. He's had in San Fran, what he has like 2.5 sacks. If that
2.5 sacks.
5 sacks, 2.5 sacks. And he gets limited snaps. In Washington, he was featured more. I'm being real. In Washington, he's featured more. So in Washington, he was better off. I'm just being honest.
You call it what you want.
But I will say this though. But this is what you're going to get though. Like, no. Let me finish. Like this, I'm just finished. But this is what you're going to get though. So again, Glenn. See, Mo has truth to what he's saying in this aspect. Who is he playing against? Who is Washington playing against? Forget Chase. Who they're playing against?
Playing against Nick Bosa.
Who's the coach?
Oh, Kyle Shanahan.
He's petty as hell. Very petty when it comes to Washington. Very petty when it comes to Washington. I don't think remember. So Chase gets limited snaps. If you want to look at his snaps compared to what he doesn't get that many snaps. He's like third downs.
He won't get limited snaps this week.
There you go. And that is the difference. He will get all the opportunity. I just said it's because who his coach is. It ain't nothing about. It's just like Trent. You're gonna do things with Trent. This ain't nothing. You're right, Glenn. In terms of his overall work, that's why I agree with you. His overall work this season hasn't been whatever. I agree with you. But Kyle is petty. He will get the majority. He will get like Gregory. Randy Gregory gets a lot of snaps with like Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory will not for this game. For this game, Chase will get more snaps than Randy Gregory. I can almost guarantee it for this game.
And I get it. I'm not Chase hating.
I say Chase. Go. Let Glenn go.
I'm not Chase hating because I know Chase has defeated every one of these offensive linemen in practice.
That's fact.
Practice, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not Chase hating, right? Because I know Chase can dominate every one of these dudes.
That's right. He's used to these dudes. He used these dudes in practice. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he can do these dudes in practice. The point is that he won't have a chance to make a sack because Jacoby's gonna get the ball out quick.
I'm telling you, Glenn, he ain't gonna get the ball out that quick. I'm telling you. Like this line ain't Glenn. This is what I will say.
Glenn.
And I'm only basing this off what I've seen for Jacoby for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, right? I know why you do it. Yeah, I know, sir. I get it. No, I understand why. No, I understand.
But Glenn, those are end of the game situations, Glenn. Those are end of the game situations.
Just in the game, just like, the third quarter.
Glenn.
No, he's right. Just
Glenn,
this is what I'm saying. Go ahead.
49 is about to play man
That's what I'm
defense
saying.
across the
Man
board.
press. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
They
saying
about to
Washington's. I'm not
press.
saying
They
Washington's going
about
to win
to
a game.
press all game.
But see, let me stop. This is what
I'm
I
not
was
saying
saying.
Washington's going to win. I'm not saying Washington's going to win a game. I'm not
Yeah, I
even saying
know.
the game's going to be competitive.
You
All
say
I'm
get the
going
ball
to say,
quick.
all
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
see
to say,
that.
he's going to get the ball out quick.
But let me say,
I know what San Francisco has.
Yeah,
So
but-
it's not even about the wins or
My
losses.
thing about getting the ball out quick is typically that's in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
You're not doing that around Fred Warner and
Warner's
Drake
gonna be there.
Greenlaw.
I know. So this is the thing.
You're
This
not
is
doing
what
like Logan Thomas may not even dress up this week.
he ain't getting touches. But no. This is why again. This goes back to my point earlier. It's not. You're right, Glenn. Like what you can go off the body at work, but it's different because he's now the guy being studied. So if I study and I see the guy that gets the ball out quick, I'm taking that away from him. The Rams weren't studying him. They weren't studying him for who's getting the ball out quick. The Jets weren't studying him. They were studying Sam Howell. What is Sam Howell doesn't get the ball out quick? They knew this. I think Quincy Williams came out with a quote saying that we knew that he holds the ball. We know he can make all the throws, but he holds the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He said this. So they were studying Sam Howell. They like the Niners are now studying Jacoby Brissett. So if they see that Jacoby Brissett gets the ball out quick, they say, okay, we're gonna press it. We're gonna disrupt all those little quick routes.
Correct.
So what I'm saying, like, so it's good. It should be in theory. So let me correct myself. In theory, it shouldn't be the same. So he may have in situations where he holds the ball and he's gonna have to make a play. But we've seen, this is the thing, we've seen to what we've all watched a lot of football, and we've seen Jacoby Brissett, period.
Mm-hmm.
So NFL teams, they know who Jacoby Brissett is.
He's safe.
Like, studying him. He's safe. So like that's gonna be studied. Like that's gonna be studied. He's not an unknown. Jacoby. Now, as a reliever, if I'm as a reliever, if I don't have to study you, and then you come in and now like everybody's used to this game plan, and now that's out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now you could torch it because they used to quarterback one and you quarterback two. So boom, boom, boom. Terry, quick, boom. So those same routes they were comfortable checking because Sam was holding the ball. Now it's getting to the dude quick. Nah, I mean, now it's different because now Brissett's getting success. But now you studying Brissett. You know what I'm saying? Like those off scripted plays that Sam Howell was making, they're like those are off the table now. Those are off the books.
Right.
Now Jacoby may have to do those type of plays, and now that may be a weakness for him, and they could take over.
Be interested to see Eric Bieniemy's 15 script play that he scripted with Jacoby Brissett.
That's what I'm saying. That's true.
I want to be interested to see how he scripted his first 15 with Jacoby Brissett compared to how he scripted his first 15 with Sam Howell. Does EB open the playbook up more for a veteran quarterback with the ability of a Jacoby Brissett? Because we know that he was kind of shrinking it a little bit for Sam Howell. And so we talked about the San Francisco 49ers have extra days to prepare for Jacoby Brissett. Eric Bieniemy has extra days to open his bad boy up and do things that he had not done.
Good point. Yeah, to see if he's comfortable. That depends on, that's a good point. Because he is a veteran. That's true. All right, so we did all this talk about quarterbacks and whatnot. So with having the Sam Howell and all this being done, do you think Washington? I'm start with you because you're not a Commanders fan, so you kind of like have objective. Do you see Washington drafting a quarterback?
If the Commanders are still at the third pick, which I suppose they will be,
they should be,
or probably get better. I can see. Yeah, I don't know what Arizona's schedule looks like, but
I do. They got a hard schedule. They got a hard schedule. They got
then Arizona's probably
going. They could be. I think they got Seattle. They got Seattle. I think that's a winnable game though. I think they could not winnable. It depends what Seattle they get because Seattle's trying to go to the playoffs.
And if there's a tie,
that's the hardest. That's the easiest game they have. That's the easiest game they have.
Yeah, and if it's a tie, it goes to I hate to say it goes to Washington because Washington beat them. I mean, Arizona will be above Washington in the pick.
It's the strength of schedule because Washington also got a strength of schedule. That's why that's why they over New England.
So Arizona's going to be. I think Arizona's going to be the second pick in the draft, right? So it's probably going to go Caleb, Marvin Harrison Jr. Because if I'm Arizona, I might as well just get Marvin Harrison Jr., pair him up with Kyler, and go about my business, right?
They don't like Kyler anyway in Arizona. That's a question.
No, I don't know. It's a new coach.
Kyler got paid.
He got
Kyler
paid.
got paid too much money to let him go.
You stuck with him. That's the problem. You stuck with him.
Yeah, he stuck with him. Yeah.
Unless they want to trade back.
Yeah, so you might as well get unless a quarterback happy team comes down to trade up and gives you the.
I think they will.
I don't know.
I think they're going. I think they're taking Arizona. I think they're taking Arizona. I think Arizona going to try to. I think they're going to try to trade Arizona.
Let's think about it.
May is a
first quarterback needy. Yeah, the first quarterback needy team is probably going to be Chicago if they let go of Justin Fields. But that's going to require Justin Fields to be traded prior to.
Exactly. So he has to be traded first.
So,
yes,
right.
Agreed.
I mean, but Caleb is too generational for them not to take him.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying that either. Look. I'm pro. Like, a lot of people trying to be anti-Caleb, but go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead. Continue.
So Chicago's probably going to take. Chicago's going to take Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If Arizona doesn't move, or if anybody doesn't leapfrog, if I'm the third pick, I'm not leapfrogging them for a quarterback because there's two quarterbacks right there.
I don't even need
there's
nothing.
Two quarterbacks right there.
Yeah.
There's two quarterbacks. I get the choice. I get the pick of the litter of the two other quarterbacks.
Real talk. Or I'm gonna be real with you. It may not be two quarterbacks. I'm keeping it buck because if two quarterbacks if it goes away, like it could be a trade. I think somebody's trading the two spot. Even if I do expect the first two picks, in my opinion, to be May. Well, I don't know how it's gonna go down, but I expect it to be Williams in May. And then you're like, to me, this is my point. Like, I think Washington should just stay at 3 regardless. Don't even try to trade. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're
Washington
going to
stay at 3. Because
you got to stay at 3. It's too. You're going regardless. If you even if I'm be real, even if you don't get a quarterback, you got a generational player that's going to fall to you if you are correct. Like what I mean by that is you can get the kid from Penn State who's thorough as hell.
What's my man name?
The Nigerian kid. Yeah, get him.
Yeah, for China.
Or you get Marvin. You're good. Like you have like there's nobody.
You can't go wide receiver again. No, you can't go wide receiver.
I'm gonna tell you why you can.
I'm
gonna tell you why you can. I'm be real. Know why you can? Because he's real generational talent. No knock on Terry. It's not a knock on Terry.
You got three.
Look, bro,
he's real generational talent.
Like, it's just art, bro. I said it before. Yeah, that too. And then you know this, bro. Like you watch, you got too many similar size dudes at wide receiver. Too many similar. You got Jahan, you got Terry. So now you mixed up, and then look, it's the same reason I said this before. Like, bro, I'm gonna go in the past. Dog, Minnesota did not need Randy Moss, bro. They did not need. They had Jake Reed and Chris Carter. Those are 1,000-yard receivers.
But Minnesota also didn't lead the league in sacks, fam.
No. I agree. No, but they need a lot of help. They need a tackle. That's another thing. But I agree with you though. Listen to me. I agree with you. But look, when they got Jamar Chase, when the Bengals got Chase, they need a tackle.
But that's a different scenario.
Joe Burrow was getting sacked 24/7. Joe Burrow got hurt because of this.
But the quarterback handpicked him. Your
organization, but who runs it? Your quarterback don't run your organization. I'm just giving you a point. I'm just saying.
But your quarterback, you know that was a call, Wole.
No. You're saying an opinion of a player. I'm not arguing that. I'm telling you you had a tackle. You had a tackle who's rated high. You chose a wide receiver. Forget the quarterback. A GM can make a call. That's the same thing, bro. I don't even get like that can make a call. I'm just telling you that you got Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think that situation is different, fam. I think I'll go back to answering your question.
Yeah.
I'll go back to answering your question.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of what ifs, right?
Yes, what ifs, yeah.
Let's just say all we have right now is where people are in the draft, right?
True,
the draft standings
right now,
right? We can't, so let's just do that.
Yeah,
Arizona is a wild card, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best player in the draft.
Yes,
he's the best player in the draft.
Yes.
So I see Arizona just cutting their losses, and not even saying cutting their losses. They're just going to draft him and go by their business.
Yeah, fact.
So that leaves the Commanders at the 3rd pick, right?
With May. That's May.
So, but they have the choice now. They have the choice now of quarterbacks because it could be May or Jaden Daniels. Because
you gotta say May.
I'm just saying.
No, I hear you.
It depends. It depends on the style of quarterback. We've seen wackier things happen, right? But at that point, at the third pick, Washington has the pick of the litter.
They do. Facts.
They can go any of the two quarterbacks because
they
can go Olu for China.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So for me, at that point, Washington has this. Like you have a new owner at that point, you're gonna have a new head coach. They're gonna need a franchise player. They're gonna probably feel like they need a franchise face.
Yes, true.
So it has to be a quarterback.
Yes.
Now, who the quarterback is going to be determined during combine season, because I feel like Jaden Daniels is coming in with this Heisman hype. Once he runs that 4.445 Wole. And he starts running around there with his shorts on and throwing the ball 70 yards in the air.
I agree.
Somebody's going.
It depends. But
I agree. I know you're saying.
I agree.
And it's not like Drake May. And it's not like Drake May is not coming off a down year compared to last year.
We still had a big year. All right, let me say why. This is different. He had a big year though. Still a good year. Still a good year. Still a good year. But like this is the thing. It's more.
Jaden Daniels threw for 40.
Bro, they can say something about Caleb.
40 touchdowns and 1,000 yards rushing.
So is he going to go over Caleb? Is he going over Caleb? Is he going over Caleb?
He's not going to go over Caleb.
All right, so this is
not going to go over Caleb.
I'm keeping the buck. So you do know. This is why I know that he ain't going over May. So you do know on all like the whatever. They even some people got May over Caleb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's because Caleb started talking.
So that already lets you know how high May. I'm just keeping the buck. That's how it lets you know how high May is. I think Caleb's number one. So don't even get it twisted with me. I think Caleb's number one. But I do know there is a level of off the rip being that guy off the rip. You know this off the high school off the rip. Both dudes have been the dudes off the rip. They both.
That's not one.
They've been the dudes off the rip.
That's not one thing against Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he hasn't. So. That's already, and they've produced them dudes are that in all of football. That tells you what you need to know.
They produced for a long time.
Dudes are going to be the first two quarterbacks being picked. The GM that does that, don't get it twisted. The GM that if a GM does that, we talking a totally different thing. Period. I don't know. I don't care which GM. I don't care if it's Washington, whoever team. If Jaden Daniels is picked over any of them two, because I know Jaden Daniels folks are trying to gas up Jaden Daniels. If any of them two, if he gets over any of those two, that dude messed up. They messed up the bag already. I'm just keeping the buck because in our eyes of watching football, when you got dudes who are ranked like top quarterbacks coming into college, produced in college, all years in college produced, it wasn't no down year. You didn't have to transfer from another school to get here. Like you didn't have to go from the Pac-10. To come to like you had to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's it. You didn't have to do all that. So,
but recent history,
yeah.
A lot of these guys are transferred. Joe Burrow.
No, they all transferred, but when you're a day one, when you're like same thing, like I mentioned, like when you're a day one.
May wasn't a day one guy either, though. He didn't play.
May was pretty.
Like, I mean, his first year that he started, he went crazy.
But
like,
he
didn't start as a true freshman.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he was
highly recruited out of high school.
Like, yeah, like, bro, when you.
I know, Wole. I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know you are. I can tell. Like,
but hold on. The key to this draft is really the key to this draft is not the GM. It is the head coach that they hire and what system he wants to run with the offensive coordinator.
I think it's the GM. I think the GM should take everything.
And that's what I'm saying, Glenn. Like, that's why I brought up the Jaden Daniels. I've been arguing with Commanders fans all day about that, right? I'm just trying to get a pulse.
Yeah.
Because like it's a lot of momentum coming with Jaden Daniels.
Man, it's a lot. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. There's a lot of momentum, though. He's right. Mo, I ain't gonna argue. A lot of momentum.
And like
I'm still trying to figure it out.
We've seen wilder things. Glenn, we've seen wilder things. The Chicago Bears traded up one draft pick slot.
Yes.
And mortgaged the future.
Like Richardson.
And mortgaged the future.
It's kind of similar
for
to Richardson.
Mitch Trubisky. And they could have just drafted Deshaun Watson.
You know what? That's true. You know what? It's like
because
Richardson.
Deshaun Watson was coming off
let's be honest.
It's like Richardson too, though. Richardson had a lot of momentum. He got drafted by the coach.
It worked for them because the Deshaun Watson situation, if it happened in Chicago, Would have been terrible.
She didn't work for like what's the situation?
No, I mean we know that in hindsight, but like I'm talking about coming into the draft.
Yeah,
I'm talking about just being a player.
Yeah.
They had no reason. They had no reason to move up one draft pick and mortgage the future for Mitchell Trubisky. And Deshaun Watson was sitting there. They had no reason to do that.
Yeah, they saw something they didn't like, man.
It's momentum. It's like momentum does that.
Damn.
And don't get me wrong, Drake May is the prototype. 6'4", 230.
Yeah, man.
Like I know who the second quarterback getting drafted is. I do. You asked the question, and I'm just saying, depending on what coaching staff.
Yeah, you're right though. Like some people may.
Jaden Daniels' mobility is different.
It's different.
It's different.
I know. It's different.
I
will say it depends. Just a good point. Where you get your coach from. Like it depends which coach you get.
His mobility changes things.
Glenn, you're right. It does depend on the coach. It does. I'm trying to think of a GM, but you're right. It's a combination.
The combination of the two.
Dog, listen, man, he is like this dude shattered records in UNC. The dude is good, man.
But when you say he shattered records, right?
Not shattered, but you know he had records.
No. I got you though. But he threw 4,000 yards, which is impressive in college.
Yeah,
he had 30-something touchdowns. His 38 touchdowns. His first year starting 38-7. I get it. Get it.
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
this kid just won the Heisman.
Oh, I know.
This kid just won the Heisman with.
But you know what?
He's mobile.
I think to me, and 40 touchdowns,
like
40
super
interceptions.
Mobile.
Yeah, 40 touchdowns, 40 interceptions. I don't like the comparison to Lamar though. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
Lamar. I don't like that. He ain't Lamar.
Because they didn't. My thing is they didn't think that highly of Lamar coming out. So why is this kid a top 5 pick?
And that's
my problem.
I would make again. It goes to this argument. Lamar off the rip. Lamar was dynamic.
But you know what they're considering though. But you know why I think he's getting more steam than Lamar Jackson was in that draft because they're not concerned about the way he throws the football.
Okay,
nobody's concerned about the way Jaden Daniels throws the football.
The way Lamar's throwing motion.
Yeah. I think when people think about quarterbacks, what's the first thing they think about? Is how does that ball come out of your hand?
Yeah, how it's going in your hand.
You know what I mean? And Jaden Daniels, quiet as kept. You know, Jaden Daniels was like the 3rd-ranked quarterback coming out of high school behind Bryce and C.J. Stroud in California. In the state of California.
Yeah. He has pedigree. He comes from high pedigree too. He has some high pedigree. Yeah, I know.
Because he comes from high pedigree. Like he probably shouldn't have went to Arizona State because didn't have much talent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like North Carolina don't really have that much talent either, for real.
Another thing that I have against Jaden Daniels is I don't trust nothing that come out of Brian Kelly. But that's a topic for another day.
Oh, yes, right. He is over there. I
I don't trust nothing from Brian Kelly.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really
experience.
I would say this, I don't really trust. I mean that too, but I don't really other than like the Joe Burrow, but that's a transfer into that's different. I guess it's the same thing. Then I usually don't trust LSU quarterbacks though. Typically,
yeah,
I don't. That's just me though. I typically don't trust LSU quarterbacks though.
Joe Burrow's
different.
Joe Burrow's different.
Yeah,
I don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks. So.
But he left Ohio State. That's what made him good. He went to LSU. He left Ohio State. That's why I will say that. Say Joe Burrow was a blessing to him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
that's good. So you think Wash? I mean, now it's wild because now I'm thinking that if they stay on 3, I think they're gonna. I think
they're going to be forced to draft a quarterback.
Yeah,
they're going to be forced to draft a quarterback. You talk about pressure from the fan base.
Yeah,
talk about pressure from the fan base to start Jacoby Brissett. Can you imagine that you're the team that passed up on Drake May?
Yeah, you're right. No, they're not going to pass up. I can guarantee you they're not passing up on Drake. I can almost guarantee.
The only pick that will make the fan base excited is Marvin Harrison Jr.
I know.
But the smart pick. But the smart pick is for Shine.
I agree. No, I totally agree. It's wild. I agree with that. I think the best pick for real, and it's wild because I said this. Glen knows this.
Yeah.
Like I said this off the rip. Like I want them to take the tackle, right? Like I want them, but I really want Marvin, right? I ain't gonna hold you. Like I really want Marvin. Like I really want Marvin.
If this kid can come in and be anything like Trent Williams.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get him.
Gotta take that.
Yeah, because all right. So
but also, Wole, a thing that
go ahead, Mo. Go.
Something that we haven't spoken about is the $90 million in cap room. Maybe you're going to solve a lot of problems with that.
You can't find a tackle though.
That'll clear up the picture.
But the problem is you don't find tackles. Or this is the thing. Tackles aren't on the market. Good tackles aren't on the market because people keep good tackles. You draft good tackles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless the Trent situation we had, because Trent didn't want to be here no more. Like, that don't happen. The only dude that be on the market like that as a really good tackle was Orlando Brown's son. Like, that dude he the only one that be on markets.
What about this? What about this? Y'all ready for this?
Go ahead, bro.
You draft for Shanu.
Yeah.
You draft for Shanu.
Mm-hmm.
It's a veteran quarterback that just got reports of being released today.
Who got veteran quarterback got released? Oh, he got him. Wilson. He got released.
He's getting released. They releasing him in March to save.
Oh, no, I don't want him. He trash now. I don't want him. I ain't gonna lie. He trash now. I just said that. Him, I wouldn't want. He trash now. He trash.
Or
you can keep Jacoby again.
Forget Jacoby.
You keep Jacoby.
There's a quarterback that's about to have to lose his spot before another guy ever plays a game because Chicago has the number 1 pick. You can get him for like a second or third because you got 5 picks in the first 100.
I've heard people talking about him though. I've heard
Justin Fields. I
don't. All right. So this thing, I don't hate
Fields.
Justin Fields.
You need to sit and learn.
But I would keep Sam then.
Yeah, I'll keep Sam.
I mean, Sam is going to be here regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. All right, so this is the thing.
Make them
all right,
compete.
for real. If it's not, all right, this is the thing. If it's not,
it's going to be a 1-year rental.
Yeah, so it goes back to my point. It depends who the coach and the OC is.
Yeah,
if you keep Eric Bieniemy, you keep Sam and Jacoby.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. That's why. All right, so to me, all right, smart football is like get the tackle. Go. Sam's rookie year is a rookie year. He should get better after that. Like, right? It should arguably get better. And it was not a bad. He was up there in the league in passing yardage. So my mind would say, get the tackle, start Sam, and you should be good. Like that's typical football, right? Like Buffalo didn't give up on Josh Allen. Now there's more equity because he's a first round pick, but Buffalo didn't give up on Josh Allen. You know, if you remember, a lot of people were saying Josh Allen is trash. Look how good Josh Allen. You gave him Stephon Diggs, whatever.
They built around him.
Exactly. Look how we was watching Jared. I used Jared Goff an example. Look how because we was watching what's the HBO?
But Jeff Fisher did that. Jeff Fisher.
No, but what was everybody? You're right. But what was everybody's opinion? Forget about. But what was everybody's opinion about Jared Goff? Not that he just like we did at that time. Not Jeff Fisher at that time. What was everybody's opinion about Jared Goff? Everybody was like Jared Goff is trash.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, you're right. Jeff Fisher did that, but at that time, we were all saying that Jared Goff is trash because we were looking at the what's the HBO special for football? What's it called again?
Hard Knocks.
We was watching Hard Knocks, and people were like, "Damn, he ain't smart." That's a lot we kept saying because the way he was trying to figure out the offensive playbook, folks was getting on him. Look at him now. They took their time, but you're right. You're right, Mo. So I'm not like, but I'm saying at that time, everybody would say he was trash.
We also know that fans rush to conclusions, especially with the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
and whatnot. You know, like
look at Bryce Young now. Look at Bryce Young. People
but Bryce Young is like in the worst situation.
Look, Mo. I totally agree with you. But look how people are talking about him. You're right.
They give them
but they don't talk about the caveat. It's the same situation when I talk about Washington. Look at what the dude got to work with on the O-line. And then he got to outscore people. It's the same thing. It's the same premise. Like you're not taking in factors. I agree with you. I said Bryce Young only got you ain't give him no number 1. He don't got a more wide receiver. He don't got nothing. His best receiver is the agent Adam Thielen. That's not fair. I totally agree with you, Mo. Totally agree with you. But I'm saying but that's how we assess.
I think the only reason the Commanders have to take a quarterback, only reason
it's because they're in the top 3. Because they're in the top 3.
They're in the top 3. Well, then 2 reasons. They're in the top 3, and then next year ain't no quarterback.
Oh, I know.
Unless you're going to get Shador.
I like Shador, but he ain't gonna get Shador. Not yet.
You see what I'm saying? Unless you're going to get Shador.
But I'm saying why? This is my thing. Why what did Sam show? Like, I guess it's my thing is like, why not? I mean, I know why not. Why not get Sam? Because rock with Sam. Because again, his rookie year is promised. For rookie is promising.
I think that Sam should be the starter.
Yeah,
I think. Listen, man.
I just think
listen, man.
prospects
Get
are better.
Fashanu. Get Fashanu.
Yeah.
Get some other linemen around
I
here
agree with
this
that. I agree with that process.
with that $90 million. Let Sam rock and get a tight end.
No, I agree with
Get a linebacker. Bump for tight end.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I can't solve all the defense's problem.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. He's doing offense. He's working offense right now. I agree with you, but I think the only issue is because it's almost. It reminds me. It's all right. This is what it is. I know the problem. It is. It's where they're located in the draft because it's similar to when the Chargers, San Diego Chargers at the time they drafted Phillip Rivers. They had Drew Brees. They finished bad because you just had to take them. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like if a
question, you have to take them.
You got to take them. That's why I agree. I feel like they put themselves because of their slotted in the draft. Where if a May slides to you, I definitely think with May. Like I might even put Jaden Daniels. If May slides to you, which can arguably happen, if May slides to you, you can't say no. Like it defeats the purpose. You can't say no.
But who are the quarterback needy teams then? Pittsburgh, probably Minnesota.
Yeah. New England. Minnesota. I know they mad they lost. New England, they mad they won. I know they mad they won.
But New England, they moving up from number 4.
Yeah, no. I'm saying I know they're mad they won, but they need a quarterback though. They definitely need a quarterback. I think though, yeah. New England needs one.
Minnesota,
Pittsburgh. It's Kurt. I think try to get Kurt back. They try to get Kurt back.
They said they weren't trying to get Kurt back.
I heard recently
they need to sign Kurt back.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get Kurt back.
But they still been in the hunt too.
So I think Pittsburgh needs to. I think Pittsburgh should trade for Justin Fields.
I heard Atlanta made trades for Justin Fields.
Ooh, he is back home.
Right, I heard
he is back home.
I heard
somebody needs to trade for Justin Fields.
I heard Atlanta is interested. I actually showed it. Actually, I heard I had the link. I shouldn't say Ray. I heard Atlanta interested in Justin.
Right,
Fields.
if Atlanta, but like, okay, but they're still at that level that they at. If Justin Fields goes to Pittsburgh, they're in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm not arguing that. I think Atlanta can Justin Fields. I ain't gonna lie. I think Atlanta can Justin Fields. They're winning that division thoroughly. They got a hold in that division for a minute.
Him and Bijan.
Yep, you know it. Yep. And Pitts.
Ooh, that's like a Madden team.
And their defense ain't bad for real. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a young Madden team.
But the play calling the best guy.
Oh yeah, I actually heard they may be interested in EB too.
Yeah.
On the rip.
They need to go ahead. Arthur Smith be on some stuff.
Yeah, Arthur Smith be on some stuff. So Arthur Smith, the play caller, is not where it's hitting.
Yeah, but I know they're definitely. He wouldn't be if they did all that. He wouldn't be the coach. From what I heard,
man.
What I heard,
take EB down in Atlanta.
Russell getting cut in March is going to fill one need for some team. Somebody's going to take a chance on Russell.
Wait, you think so? I don't think I think he's a backup again. I think he's a backup now.
No, at worst, Pittsburgh go get Russ. At worst, Pittsburgh can go get Russ.
You watch his games. I got the ticket. I can't stay. He's bad, bro.
Is he bad for real?
Yeah, he bad, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. He bad.
Let's talk about it.
He was better. We can talk about it. We could
this ain't a Denver show, but
he bad.
He's resurrecting Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton ain't never behaved this way since
he always open
10 touchdowns.
He
ain't never
I ain't gonna lie, man. Judy be open, man. He don't be hitting Judy. Judy be open.
Judy is exactly what Steve Smith said he was.
Nah, but I'm gonna say he be open. Bro, I'm telling you, I be watching it. He bad,
Judy is exactly what Steve Smith said he was.
He bad, bro. He's bad.
They have no tight end.
You watch the
Washington game? Ain't good.
You watch the Washington game?
Watch the game.
Bro.
Everybody gets open.
Everybody was wide open against us, man.
Everybody gets open against Washington.
They should score 40 on us. They should score 50, and he was missing dudes all day. I feel bad for Sean Payton because Sean Payton is an offensive mastermind, and that dude be making life hard for Sean Payton.
Real hard.
I ain't even holding you, bro. Like Sean Payton get people open. That man makes life hard for Sean Payton, for real. And I'm saying,
really?
Bro, he is not the same, bro. He is not.
Okay,
and I am not lying to you.
Somebody's going to pick up Russell.
I'm telling you, like, the film ain't going, bro.
Get picked up.
The film ain't going to lie. Someone going to pick him up
because after
they ain't going to be what you think.
After Jaden Daniels, right? After Jaden Daniels, are you going to go Michael Penix?
Everybody, I don't like him that much.
I don't like him at all. I don't like him at all.
I think he's a second round. He's a second round out there. I heard second and third.
Michael Penix cannot be a first round.
Dude on my he is not that. He is not good to me. I'm sorry.
Not to me.
Not NFL good. Like not NFL good. Let me put that in. Not NFL good.
It felt good. Like I don't see NFL good with him. You know what I mean? So
like I know for us, like because we've been linked to get him in the second round. I was like, nah. I feel all right. This is my thing. If you draft him in the second round, Sam Howell safe. I know that much. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
You draft him in the second round, Sam Howell safe because Sam Howell better than that dude. I'm sorry.
What's Sam Howell safe anyway? But you know what I'm saying?
I mean, safe to trying to be a starter. I'm trying to help, like not his job.
Washington needs to go and get Olu Fashanu, and
I agree. I agree.
Forget the fan base. Like fix this team.
No, I agree with you, Mike.
Fix this team.
No, I agree with you. Inside it works. It's always in the trenches. That's when.
Yeah, it's the trenches. You fix the team with O. You fix the team with O-line.
The problem they was doing it on the defensive trenches. Fix the trenches on the offense.
Exactly. Everything they did the last 6 years with those 4 linemen.
Do it to the offensive line.
Reverse that. Put it on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Do that for the next 3 years.
Then you'll be set. Like because you could score in today's scoring offense if you have an offensive line. Totally agree with you. Yeah. All right, man. We about to wrap the show up, man. Appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? We talked everything. We talked about other football teams. We talked about this team. We talked about the draft. We didn't give y'all a whole smorgasbord of football talk. Hey, before we end this show, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and go Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything. Hit us up on IG at ABG_Errrything and like our All Burgundy and go Errrything Facebook page. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that red subscribe button. Like this video. Anyway, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate Mo, Glen, and if you listen to this on podcast form, audio form, appreciate y'all for listening. Not just tuning, just for listening. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Go Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. You dig? Deuces, we out.